YouTube, what it do, man? Go on and hit me with the likes and the thumbs up. And let me know I'm kicking my stuff, homie. I was cutting it up with the young homie. And the young homie was like, have you ever been in the county jail and felt like a Crip played you? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you mean played me? He like, what, got over some grimy little funny ball shit or shit in that nature. I said, I remember we had a young Rip Sally in the LA County jail. Me and my homeboy Baby Devil from my hood, from Inglewood neighborhood, Piru, when we was banging in them streets tough. Me and him landed ourselves in the county jail. We wind up getting up on the same floor, on that 2000 floor together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 26, 28. And me and him got the cell. And I think it probably was a non-affiliate that was in there with us, homie. So that made us like, had the 3 people in the cell at that time. So we had been in it together just on our, like I said, on our own, banging as the same homies from the same turf for about maybe a month, maybe almost, homie. And at that particular time, it was the 6-0s we had a few 6-0s on that was moving around. You had Flacco Inglewood family, known as Big Moan. He was running around at that time, and there was some dudes called, I guess they was called Dirty Old Men or some shit. They little gang or some shit. I guess they was over by the 40s. I'm not sure, but and the dude from 60s, I think it was a Scooter or Cowhead or some shit like that, or Scooter or something, homie. Brown skin, tall nigga, kind of G'd up, banged up, 6-0 on his neck and shit. But anyway, cutting into the story, me and the homie Baby Dev had been gelling, like I said, and that been our cell for like about a month, homie. So we wind up getting an extra head, homie, and it was a young cat out the Pasadena Raymonds, I guess, homie. Young cat out the Pasadena Raymonds, young chunky motherfucker wearing glasses, I guess, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so he come up in there, dog, and so, remind you, my homie Baby Dev, he kind of sized up at that time. You know what I'm saying? And, the program is in effect, so everybody's in shape and shit. So dude comes in, so, we could have ran him up, because niggas was doing shit like that at that time in the county jails, like catch certain niggas and niggas' bloods would run some Crips up, some Crips would run some of us up. That's how it was going down. So at this particular time, homie, I'm kind of at a mature, kind of, decent, probably age level, understanding to the game. So I'm like, fuck it. Let them gel up in this motherfucker with us and hang out. It's no big thing, we all introduce ourselves to us and to one another and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that go. And, to be honest, dude did a lot of bunk time and shit. He was up on the top bunk. He did a lot of bunk time. I think he probably did like 30 days with us. And, gelling 30 days in the Los Angeles County Jail in one particular spot, that shit could seem like a little time, rather if it, a month, 2 months in one cell and shit, homie. So he wound up doing probably like a month with us and shit, you know what I'm saying? But leading into the month, motherfucker, lacing them, kind of sharing, kicking gang with them, chopping it up, doing shit OG Crips did for young Don Moves before, homie. So a nigga kind of just trying to, vice versa and share the love and shit. And, but the motherfucker wasn't that mature like that, homie. You would come to find out, you know what I'm saying? The nigga wasn't mature like that, but he tried to act like it. So, We showing love, eating with the nigga, treating the nigga right and all that shit fair. So like I said, to move into the story, I do tattoos. I had learned how to tat from my homeboy Big B Rat from Neighborhood Pyru and shit in the blood module. He taught me how to melt down plastic and all that shit, mix it with toothpaste and make ink and shred a string from a sock and take a staple and resharpen that motherfucker and get the little sanitation shit and sanitize it intact. Okay, so so I'm like, fuck it. I wind up tatting my homeboy Baby Dev up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Putting the hood on his back on him. The homie Baby Dev like tat me down and shit. And then when I go to the pen, he can get everything redone and filthy and how he wanted to and shit. So I wind up tatting my homeboy back arms up and all that old shit. You know what I'm saying? And so the young Pasadena Raymond nigga, he steady bagging me. Hey, Pint, tap me up, homie. Tap me, homie. Tap me one day. So I'm telling that nigga, cause we gelling. And I was kind of still trying to play with like the old rules, like nigga, I ain't really tat no Crips like that, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying, nigga, it's love, but nigga, I'm not finna put no ink on you, nigga. That's how I was kind of like pushing and shit, you know what I'm saying? And anyway, he pleading with a nigga, man, come on, homie, I've been hanging out with y'all, I ain't even like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, y'all niggas like big homies to me. He gassed a nigga up with the bullshit and shit. Which I thought was real shit, but the nigga was with the geezangs, homie. So, make a long story short, kick into the story some more, homie. I wind up setting up the nigga a date, like, nigga, fuck it, I'll tat you up, nigga. Fuck it, young nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll tat you, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I wind up setting up everything, tatting the nigga and shit. I really didn't want to, but I'm like, fuck it, this a young nigga, dog. I bless this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't heard the homies, you know what I'm saying, blessing young Crips before, that tatted. And I didn't heard the Crips sometimes sneaking in blood niggas and tatting them and, shit like that. So I said, fuck it, homie. I'll hit this nigga up, homie. So I put the motherfucker Raymond, Pasadena Raymond on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Make it look good and everything for the nigga, homie. Spent about a good hour picking and plucking and fucking with this motherfucker for his shit to look good and shit. So, after I tat him up, shit cool, we lounging. He go back to bunk status and shit. You know what I'm saying? And hanging up on his top bunk where he usually do his time at, from there to the phone and little shit like that, homie. So moving into his 30 days of him being there, this nigga, I guess his time is coming up, you know what I'm saying? He wind up getting called and shit, the transpack and shit, one morning, homie. And so he wind up, leaving, straightening up and shit, getting all this shit. We just watching him. Niggas ain't helping this nigga. We just looking like, oh, nigga, so you gone, young nigga, all right, stay up, man, take care of yourself and shit. Sending that nigga off, talking shit with him and shit. Nigga, once that nigga leave the cell and shit, everybody that know, you go into LA County Jail, and once somebody leave to go to Wayside, go somewhere else, get released or whatever, after they initially get they shit, roll it up to get on Transpac or whatever, the people that's in the cell do a research on me. You know what I'm saying? Whether we go up under, if you was in the bottom, but make sure you didn't leave no contraband, straighten up extra up there and shit. So me and the homie, when this nigga leave, me and the homie, we go do the research and shit. So we folding up the mat, doing shit. Nigga come to find out, nigga, this young nigga done whacked our names out, whacked the hood out, and everything, nigga. We done been feeding this little chunky nigga. And I done tatted this nigga, homie. I felt straight scammed and boo-bounzled, or however they say that shit afterwards, homie. I was like, yeah, that's why that nigga was on bunk status, put himself on bunk status and shit. But yeah, me and the homie laughed. We cut it up after that and said, man, the next young nigga that come in here, homie, we gonna put rules and stipulations on shit, man, just for we won't have no complication. But the homie and I, man, we really got a kick out that shit, man. Even in the day, we'll laugh about that shit when that nigga played. The nigga out a tattoo, and that nigga done whacked my name out in the turf, homie. You feel me? Los Angeles County Jail.